Chapter 34, St. Clair County, Illinois, 2000. A decision to allow Earthbound humankind to join intergalactic treaty groups a few years ago had caused quite a stir among an ever-growing group of alien factions. Some believed that humans were not yet ready for such advanced endeavors, while other civilizations welcomed their participation with open arms. The clash of cultures and ideologies created a kaleidoscope of both emotions and reactions, adding to the already chaotic atmosphere in this region of the cosmos. Yet amidst all this chaos and uncertainty, there was a glimmer of hope for a brighter future, one where humanity could have a say in their own affairs and thrive alongside their alien counterparts in peace and harmony. Much like the Earthbound League of Nations was a noble but flawed attempt at creating a global organization for peace after the devastation of the humans' First World War, but failed to achieve its primary purpose of preventing World War II. The first iteration of intergalactic treaties also failed in its main objective, to bring about peaceful coexistence between humankind and other civilizations. This failure was due to several factors, including lack of enforcement mechanisms, cultural and ideological clashes, and political power struggles among member civilizations. But despite these setbacks, the members of the intergalactic community, who remained aligned with the coalition, were determined to continue their pursuit of peace and cooperation with Earth. And so a new framework for intergalactic relations was agreed to be established, a framework that would take into account the lessons learned from past failures. A monumental intergalactic meeting was arranged, drawing the most diverse and influential beings in all of the cosmos. Almost every known universal species, from the most advanced, including myself, to some of the most primitive ones, such as humankind, was invited to attend. The location of this intergalactic event was determined, after a considerable amount of interplanetary debate, to be held just outside of St. Louis, Missouri, in an old favorite town of some of the older, more powerful aliens named Belleville, Illinois. On a bitterly cold winter morning that seemed to hold the weight of the universe itself, representatives from countless civilizations began to converge on this designated area. It was a time and place that had been planned over a full year ago, but now it was finally coming to fruition. Even before the first rays of sunlight began to peek over the horizon, glimmering ships and vessels from all corners of the cosmos could be seen descending towards the planet's surface near Belleville. Until the group was able to agree on some details for a legally binding framework, special care was taken by all aliens not to land north of St. Clair County in the overly litigious Madison County. Despite the early hour, there were humans already awake who were gazing up at the sky in wonder. The darkness of night still enveloped the land, making it difficult to see anything clearly. But these humans seemed determined to catch a glimpse of whatever was happening above them. Perhaps they sensed something monumental was about to unfold. As for me, I couldn't help but wonder why these particular beings from Earth, who were not even the ones participating in the event, were awake and staring up at their night sky, still in the wake of their holiday season. This wasn't another event designed to slowly disclose the truth to humankind. This was supposed to be a meeting for intergalactic decision-makers to gain consensus about how the future of Earth should be handled. As the representatives from different civilizations began to gather, discussions about the best approach to take with regards to Earth and its inhabitants were already well underway. Some argued that Earth should be treated as a protected sanctuary, allowing its population to develop at their own pace without any interference from outside forces. This idea was met with some skepticism by others who believed that Earth and its inhabitants were too volatile and unpredictable to be left on their own. They argued that constant monitoring and guidance was necessary in order to prevent any potential disasters or conflicts. But the most controversial proposal came from a small group of aliens who suggested that Earth should be treated as if it were a zoo, with humans as the main attraction. This would involve limited interaction with humans, only observing them from a distance and studying their behavior. This idea was met with both fascination and disgust by the other attendees. Many saw it as a violation of Earth's sovereignty and an unethical treatment of its inhabitants. But others saw it as a practical solution, one that would protect both humans and other civilizations. After heated debates and discussions, it was eventually decided that a combination of these approaches would be taken. Earth would be designated as a protected sanctuary, but with strict guidelines for interaction between humans and intergalactic beings. Any significant technological or societal advancements on Earth would require approval from the Intergalactic Committee. This decision caused quite a stir among the pro-human faction when it was eventually announced. While there were some who welcomed the protection and guidance offered by these advanced beings over Earth, others saw it as an infringement on the freedoms of Earthlings. Regardless of these reactions, most agreed to abide by the intergalactic laws set in place for humanity's betterment. And so began a new era. The intergalactic community agreed they would continue to keep an eye on Earth, ensuring that they followed through on their promises towards peaceful coexistence with other civilizations. And slowly but surely, humans would most certainly begin to prove themselves to be worthy of their place in the cosmos. It was also agreed that mankind should have a say in his own future and that of his planet, but not the only say. The new Majestic 12 was established that day. It was agreed that its governance would only apply to Earth and would not be universal. Although the Majestic 12 had existed under various names in one form or another for many years as a governing body of aliens who had interests inside, on or near Earth, now the Earthlings would also control 2 of the 12 leadership seats within the Majestic 12 organization. One of those 2 seats, it was agreed by the aliens, would automatically go to whoever was president of the United States at the time, and the other would be the old pale man known as the Pope, who led the humans' legendary Catholic Church. Many humans and some of the aliens also referred to him as the Pontiff. It was agreed that the Intergalactic Council would meet again in 4 years at nearly the exact same location, and should the President of the United States or the Pope be replaced before that time, that their replacements in their respective earthly roles would serve on the Majestic 12 in their stead until the Council would reconvene in 2004.